This video is brought to you by LEGO The Hobbit, video game available now.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Jose Otero. This week Nintendo had a new Nintendo Direct for, not Smash Brothers, but a new game coming to North America and Europe called Tomodachi Life. Now, a lot of talk around the office about how cool and crazy this game is. We kicked around a little question, is this their next Animal Crossing?
Okay, so that is the easiest comparison to make, right? Because Animal Crossing is a successful franchise. They launched first on the N64 in Japan, and then it made its way to the GameCube here. It was about simulation, it was about friends, and there was a simulation aspect to it, even though you'll never move into a town with furry characters and animals that walk up to you and talk to you.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, but what makes Tomodachi special and potentially as successful as Animal Crossing, so New Leaf sold 7 million copies. And it was mostly because of the social hooks and because of the fact that it's a customizable town that you sort of grow and organically make.
Right, yeah, all of our characters could interact.
Yeah, and Tomodachi Collection, Tomodachi Life basically approaches those same ideas, but in a different direction. There are no penalties in Tomodachi Life. Like if you play that game for a month stretch and then stop for another month and jump back in, there are no penalties associated. No one there goes, no one died, no one moved and left.
Okay.
And the whole game, the hook of it is starring your friends. You're creating me's of people you know and maybe people you don't, celebrities. You could have Jean-Luc Picard move in, like whatever you feel is what you want involved on your island and on your town, and then different attractions and different places sort of open up. So it has sort of Animal Crossing-like attributes.
Like the social hooks and stuff like that, but without any of the like the day-to-day tedium of being like, oh man, I gotta shake all these trees, I gotta clean my house.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's all about you know, all of the characters when you level them up. There are levels, for example, the characters, and there are certain things that develop as you play. But you're given money as a reward and a way to just keep feeding into that economy and going, okay, now I want to buy this skin for Brian's house, or I want to buy this thing for Sean Finnegan's house.
Got it.
And so it's this really wacky social experiment that, you know, Nintendo's really quick to correct people and say it isn't Animal Crossing because they consider that more a sim. And again, I think that's strange, but this is sort of a weird alternate world that has its own rules and doesn't really punish you for it. And I think that's cool.
So you've got a home, you've got friends, and then there's a relationship aspect too, right?
That's right, yeah. So people can hook up essentially and say, you know, hey, I find this person interesting, or hey, I have feelings for so-and-so. And they showed that in the Direct, and I'm kind of glad because that's another part of the game where people can have kids. You know, they'll get married, there'll be a ceremony, they have kids. Those kids are part of the Street Pass experience.
I can marry Captain Picard?
No, you can marry Samus, maybe. They still follow very, you know, traditional sort of interpretations of what marriage is.
Sure.
But at the same time...
Like marrying a robot woman that can turn into a ball. Very traditional.
There you go. But at the same time, it is about, then kids play into an aspect of Street Pass, or at least that was how it worked in the import version of the game.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to change that because Nintendo is also pretty, you know, sort of careful when it comes to these translations and localizations from one territory to the next, where they do try and keep the game relatively the same.
And in terms of customization, it's a lot like Animal Crossing in that you can edit your character's personality and voice and stuff like that, which is more than Animal Crossing let you do. It starts with your clothes and your apartment and stuff like that, but you can actually go and change your voice. Your character has a full talking voice in the game, which is really creepy and really funny.
Yeah, no, and that's a big reason why. So Tomodachi Collection, as it's known in Japan, was a DS game.
Cool.
And because they couldn't figure out how to do the Vocaloid stuff in English and in other territories, they said they'd pass on localizing it. Whereas now they feel they have a tool that is basically good enough to now introduce it to the world. And you got samples of it during the Direct. It is a little weird because, like, hi, I'm Jose Otero. You know, and so it's still that robotic speech.
But you can change your voice real low. Hi, I'm Jose Otero.
Or really high pitched. I'm Jose Otero. Like it's all.
If you want to scare people away.
Oh yeah, you should come check out the import one I have because I do stuff like that with some.
Awesome. So when's the game out?
June 6th at retail and on the eShop.
So if you're bored of Animal Crossing, like me, I put like 200 hours into that game, but I'm looking for the next thing. This might be it. So for all things Tomodachi, keep it locked right here to IGN. Jose and I are gonna try to marry Samus.